Hello, everybody. Tonight I would like to talk about, or today, whatever it is for you guys. I would like to talk about Marvel. And one thing I'm hearing, especially with this new show Echo, but also with other Marvel entities and shows and movies and such, and it's even happening with Star Wars. People are complaining that Disney, in particular, is making it that you have to watch the show in order to get the movie that comes out, or I guess vice versa as well. But the big key is you have to get the streaming service, watch the show to get the movie, or watch movies to get TV shows. And not everyone has, I guess, Disney Plus or wants to watch the TV shows or whatever, or has watched the TV shows. So, I mean, I'll go on my family alone, and I know that this is true for other families as well. My mom and dad don't watch all the shows, and like my mom doesn't watch the Clone Wars, she doesn't watch the Rebels and all those shows, and but she understood fully what was going on in the Ahsoka show, even though there were tie-ins to the Clone Wars and the Rebels. But she totally understood it, and parts that she really didn't really get or didn't know a character, I would explain it to her because I've seen it. This and I remember hearing somebody say on a message board on the Force.net that at the on the ride at Disney, the Rise of the Resistance, there's a part of the line queue where you see Hondo Anaka, and they're like, "How are people gonna know who Hondo Anaka is unless they've seen, the Clone Wars and the Rebels?" And someone said to him, and I totally agreed that you know, there if someone doesn't understand, they're with family, like a grandson or a son or a daughter or a granddaughter that could explain this is who the character is. So I mean people aren't that stupid. I mean some people take people for being stupid or dumb, and we're not. As a society, most people aren't that dumb. Most people can figure stuff out, or if you can, a family member will clue you in as to who this character is. And the same can be said for Marvel. If you sit down to a Marvel movie and there's a character in it, like, say, Kamala Khan, who was in the Marvels, if you don't know who it is, then a family member will. And also, I think, also, this is just my take on it. If people really don't get it and don't have family that can tell them who it is and don't like it or won't see it because there's characters that don't know who they are or whatever, I say, tough for you. Because most people who are watching this do know who the characters are, and even if they don't, are still enjoying it. As for why things like the Marvels didn't do good, streaming wise, it's because of COVID. Ever since COVID happened, for whatever reason, movie theaters are taking a long time to get back to normal. It's just happening to all studios. It is not just Disney. And shows streaming not doing good. I don't know. I mean, I'm watching Echo now, the Marvel Echo movie, which has tie-ins, a couple of few tie-ins here and there to the movies and TV shows that have come before. But I haven't even finished it. It came out like yesterday. Yesterday I watched the first episode. Today I watched two episodes. There are five altogether. So I have two more episodes to go. So maybe people are just taking their time with it. That's why the numbers aren't that good. I don't know. Um, Also, as much as people want to think that the economy's great, it's not. it's not that great right now. People are struggling, so some people just can't afford streaming services or going to the movies. That could be another reason why that's happening. But ever since COVID, I mean, things have just been really tough on people. People have PTSD. I didn't leave the house for like a good 2 or 3 years, only if I had to like to go to a doctor or something. But to actually go to a store or something, it was tough for me. And I would go to the movies, but I wear a mask. And now that it's kind of died down, although I still get a flu shot and a COVID shot every year, it it's better. I mean, things are better, but there's still some people that have really bad PTSD from it and are on um like disability, and they don't have enough a lot of money. When you're on disability, you get paid once a month on the third of the month, and you don't get paid that much. So you got to really watch your money. So like me, I've got my parents to help me out sometimes. I've got family to help me out, but some people don't have that. So, and back to the ha- people complaining that you have to watch movies and TV to get it. I don't think that's the reason why things are struggling either at the box office or streaming. I do think, like I said, it's the COVID. It's the fact that people don't have a lot of money. The economy's not doing too good. Um, Part of the economy had to do with the fact that Trump messed it up. I think it's getting better as time goes on. Some economists said that it's like the best it's been in years, the economy. So who knows? But as for streaming, I'm loving it. I absolutely love what's coming out. I love Star Wars and the tie-ins to the movies and the TV shows, and I love the Marvel what they're doing, and then on Apple that you have the Godzilla King Kong MonsterVerse TV show Monarch, which comes out tomorrow, and then don't forget people, we got Ted the prequel show coming out on Peacock. If you have it, watch it. It's I think tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time, but I've heard that most Peacock shows air at around like 6 o'clock or so, or 6:30. So just look out for it. Um, I usually watch stuff like that with my dad, but he's got a dentist appointment, so we gotta wait. Monarch, you could watch like in the morning if you want. It comes out at like 3 in the morning on the East Coast. So I suppose what, midnight out west. Um, so those are just some things I'm thinking about right now. Just streaming TV to me and movies are really good. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. I think we're in some kind of a heyday of like really good TV and movies that are out there to watch. And anyone who says it's like a glory days of it's like a really beautiful array of things to watch on TV, and or if you go to the movies. And I implore you, if you can get to the movie theaters, do it. If you can buy Disney Plus, if you could buy some of these streaming services, I implore you to do that. It's totally worth it. I if you don't have the money for it, that's one thing. Do what you got to do to save money. But if you can do it, if you can get the streaming services, if you can go to the movies once in a while, I go like once a week, not all the time, but I try to go on Tuesday because it's Regal does a sale where the tickets are cheaper. I think it's I forget I not forget like $9 or so I think to see a movie, or maybe cheaper. But whereas normally it would be like 13 or 14 at the Regal. So you get a deal. We always get deals on popcorn and stuff. Like you get a free popcorn if you get so many points in your Regal card. And I just saw Aquaman, and before that I saw Wonka, two really good movies. Um, don't know what's on the horizon. I know, well, Planet of the Apes next month, I believe, which is actually a Disney movie because it's 20th Century Films, which was bought 20th Century Fox was bought by Disney, and then King Kong, the King Kong Godzilla movie. I don't know exactly how you say it because it's like King Kong X, which would be verse, right? But what didn't they already have a King Kong vs Godzilla? This one isn't really a King Kong vs Godzilla. It's like King Kong teams up with Godzilla to fight like a bunch of apes or something. I don't know. It looks interesting. I always enjoy those. They're popcorn flicks. Not too much to them. Just fun adventure films, fun action films, and purely that. And if you go in with that mindset and not expect much, you're going to enjoy it. I can't think what else is coming out. Just several different movies. I don't know what. I'll try to look it up. I'll do like a movie, what's coming out movie this year. Maybe I'll print it out or something or whatever. I'll try to do that. So anyway, that's about it for now, guys. I hope I didn't ramble too much, and I hope I was pretty coherent. Sometimes I know I can't be, but if you've gone this far with me, I think you know my style of film video making. But I hope you enjoyed my little ramble about streaming TV and COVID and the economy and stuff like that. But may the force be with you all, and God bless, and have a good one.